usual. Hello there, and welcome to episode 135 of my series where I try to play the cities, towns and urban areas of Norway to perfection on Geoguessr. That is, try to achieve a score of 25,000 points for each map I play. Today we have made it to one of the districts of the city of Stavanger, the district of Madla, which you see is the westernmost part of town, and Madla proper is the closest bit to the city, but there are also various suburban areas out here at Sund and Revheim, and so I guess we will get a lot of suburbia here. This area, like most of the area here around Stavanger, has been settled since before antiquity. There are older Stone Age finds that date back at least 7,000 years. So it's been a popular place to stay, and it's no wonder because the land here is very arable and fertile. What can I say? There's about 20,000 people living in Madla, and which has its name from, well, a farm that originally was here at Madla. And like many of the names of places around this area, the origin of the name is lost in time. I don't know if there's much to say about Madla in terms of what is famous here. Well, there's a monument here commemorating a battle that happened here, according to tradition, in 872 AD between the King Harald Fairhair and the local chieftains, and was described as the deciding battle as to whether Harald would become king of all of what was considered Norway back then, or not. And he did beat the local chieftains and petty kings, and became the first ruler of at least major part of modern Norway. So he's considered the one who gathered Norway into one single realm. That actually did not really happen for another 150 years, but at least he was the first one who succeeded in an attempt of approaching that. This is also so this particular site here is the naval boot camp, so to speak, where the recruits to the Navy are taught and trained, and it's named for King Harald Fairhair. Legend would have it that he swore not to cut his hair and his beard until he had been able to gather Norway into a single kingdom. That is probably apocryphal, but it makes for a good tale. Anyways, let's go to Madla. Well, this is one of those places I've never been to, so right. Well, that's a landmark. Madla Markskole. Madla Marches, not marshes, but marches. Madla. That has to be somewhere down here. Yep. Now, which side are we on? So look northwest. Northwest. Are we here? No. Now wait a minute, is this Madla Voll? Ooh, almost did a bad one there. So where's Madla Markskole? Well, that's interesting. So Madla Vol, that would be like a hill or a knoll. Here's Madla Mark School. Okay, so we are down here. Here we go. Is that container featured on the map? Okay, so we are about here. Got this little island in the traffic, or the road rather. And we looking straight south and looking at this building down here. Oh, that must be some east-west misalignment. Okay, when in doubt, trust the road. Yep. Wow. Okay. Well, where are we now? Here we are improving the facade of 248 good homes. Okay. What does it say on the sign on the pole? Now, there's a name of the street. Alkeveien, the Auk Road. Auk as in the seabird. Or rather, well, actually, an alke would be a razorbill. Gulnebveien, Yellowbeak Road. I guess that's a bird as well. So we got the road. Oh wait, that was Kvernevik Ring. Okay, so we're out in Kvernevik, so we're out here somewhere. And yeah, and of course all the roads are named for birds. We've got guillemots and seagulls, kittiwakes, eider ducks, cranes, swans, great diver, Auk Road. The Auk Road. Here we are, and here's the Yellow Beak Road. So we are about here, aren't we? Almost. A bit to the side. Let's see if we can get this precise. Now go with that. Why do I always get those things slightly wrong when I just do a reckoning or reckon without going totally precise? Interesting one. Okay, so, oh no. Oh, can I read what it says over there? Something K and L? Can't make it any closer. Does it say Lages Road? Something? KL. Possibly KR. Okay. And okay, so this area is probably being developed, yes. That means that there might well be a lot of stuff featuring here on this map, on the map rather, than that isn't in the images right now. As construction might have finished by the time they made the map. Company Linges Road. Okay, so the Linge Company was a special operations unit during World War II, which was trained in Scotland by what consisted of Norwegian men in exile in Scotland. It was trained by the SONE and to perform sabotage missions in Norway during the war, and they became quite legendary in Norway for their exploits. So let's see, House of Veterans. Okay. So here we're looking into the Hafrsfjord, which is this one. We could possibly be close to, yes, it would make sense that we were close to the naval training camp. So the Linge Company Road. So we was somewhere over here then. And here we got a number of buildings that are probably, well, actually it's those. So they haven't constructed anything new yet. What do we go for? We have this house over there, which I assume is this one. How about we latch onto that road over there? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. This could easily be a strikeout. But then we have, well, this pathway there. Is it this one? And if so, we're almost parallel with it. This might well be a mistake. Let's try that. No, it was a good mistake. Erring in the right direction. Good. This looks to be a spring morning. Winter hasn't completely left the area. It's been a frost night. This is an interesting location. Very urban. Oh, I expected. Wow. So where on earth are we? Okay, so we got some, yeah, stables. Greenhouses, very much a staple of the area. Okay. So we got some rather significant Selvåg gardening center. And names of streets: Krossbergveien, Alvasteinveien. Alvastein, that would be like the Elf Rock Road, I think. And Krossberg. So let's let's have a look for Krossberg. Let's see, well, which direction does it go? So it's a sort of east-west road. It's a fairly long one. It's the Alvastein Road. That's the Krossberg Road. Okay, so were we on this one? Or were we further up? Let's see. So that's one road off to the side, that's this one. And yeah, then we're on the next one. And we were... Right, so here's the house. So we are... Yeah, where are we? Are we that far in? Yes, we are. Good. And the neighbor's kids are going berserk on the other side of the wall here. If you are hearing any background noises. Let's see, we have a residential area, Långebakke, and a golf course as well. Okay, so where would they have a golf course in Madla? Guest parking. It sort of has the feel of being, in Madla proper. Møldalhagen. Okay, so the Møldal pasture, probably. Ragbakken. Okay, so Rag is here. Not the rag, but the rag. There's Møldalsbakken. Let's see, where was this long... Well, I think we must be somewhere here. So, unless... No, here's Longebakke. Okay, so right now we are here. And that means... Let's see. Longebakke went up there. So we must be on this apartment block. And that must... Yes. So we must be about there, right? Let's have a look. Yep, there we are. And that's Madla done. That was pretty short. I was pretty happy with that, but let's do one more round of this. Even though we already made this perfectly. Okay, this probably is down in Madla proper, I would think. Björn Farmansgata. He was now let's see. I think he was King Harald Street. Yep, that will be Harald Hairfair of Fair Hair. And Björn Farman has King Harald's Street. There's Björn Farman Street. Björn Farman would be one of the sons, I think, of King Harald. And Björn, together with many of his brothers and half-brothers, they were mostly half-brothers because King Harald had a vast entourage of mistresses and concubines, and any son of a Viking king back in the age had a legitimate claim to a part of his father's realm, and Björn was one amongst them. And together with all his brethren and half-brethren, he had the unfortune of being a sibling of Eric Bloodaxe, who, towards the end of their father's reign, proceeded to take care of, and that's a euphemism, of his brothers, so that he would be the sole claimant to the throne after Dad had passed away. And Björn was amongst the more notable ones killed. Unfortunately for Eric, there was one sibling he could not get to, and he was being raised by King Athelstan of England. And his name was Håkon, and he had been sent by King Harald to be raised by King Athelstan. And King Håkon returned to Norway, and to a Norway that was absolutely thoroughly sick with the reign of King Eric Bloodaxe, and they were all too happy to get a new king. And Pheasant Road, yeah, and Håkon, who was later dubbed the Good, took over until Eric's sons returned a good number of years later to return the favor, and they had a battle on the west coast of Norway, which the sons of Eric lost, but King Håkon was fatally wounded in that battle, and before he died, he passed the kingdom over to Eric's sons. Okay, so around the 509 is Madla Amphi. So does the 509 loop around, or are we? No, we must be a victim to the renumbering of roads. There's the Amphi shopping mall. So we were on the Pheasant Road, weren't we? Well, actually, not on the Pheasant Road itself. I think we're here. This is the Eagle. No. So this is the Eagle Owl Road. We were looking at that, and we are here somewhere on the Kappa Kale Road. So yet another street named for birds. So are we here? So this is 441 here, but it's become the 509 cis, I think. Or is it the other way around? Can't remember. Moment had to sneeze. Excuse me. Now let's see. Can we see these pedestrian paths? No, we can't. We got a house here that is home. I need to find these. I need to find these bits going into this one. Here's one of them. Fairly sure it must be this one. Just need to look and see if we can find this bit as well. Oh, didn't count on that. But now we're in the roundabout. So we must have been. So we must have been there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that sort of fits. So then we need to find the other bit. This bit. And that is the one coming up here. I think. Ah, thank you very much. Can you please load? No. Let's see, 17 A, B, C. Yeah, that would work. Although, no. That does not work because we're now approaching the bend. This bit does not feature on the map. But then again, the thing is bending like so. And that's over here. So that suggests... No, we're actually a fair bit away from that bend. Okay. So here we have straightened out. This is a tricky one, this. Although there's... No, there's no road going in there. Okay, let's make note of that blue car. So here we are. It's got to be here. So, yeah, there are no houses directly here. So that building. We are looking here-ish, aren't we? So the bendy bit has just started. I'll go with that. Ugh, close enough. That was scary. Right. Let's focus on this game now. Too many history lessons. Let's go. And this time we must be... Let's see, so we got C to the southwest. To the southwest. Well, it's not many places that has sea towards the southwest. Well, actually, there are a few. But that probably puts us here, somewhere. So we need the name of the road. Oh, this could turn out to be a tricky one. Jötulveien, the giant road. Okay, northwest. Oh, it's an interesting location. Vikingveien, the Viking road. Okay, so are we? Well, this is a curious one. We come to dead end. So now we got some sea stuff and a bridge to the northwest. That's got to be this one. Poor Redwood. Well, I'm sure. So here's the Valhalla Road. That's the Viking Road and the Jøtul Road. Okay. So are we somewhere up here then? Let's see. So there are a couple. I think we're on this one. Yeah, the road does a little curve a bit here. Yeah. And let's see. So there's a garage. I think we're next to it. So there's a house over here. There's a house down there. There's a house there. And then there's this one. So that should be about here. Yep. And then, okay, we got some watery bits to the north. Well, we could be here, or we could be possibly be in this area. Well, there's a sports field, that could come in handy. And no name on the bus stop, unfortunately. Well, this is definitely a through road. And this is the Kvernevik Ring. Okay, Kvernevik is up here. And the Kvernevik Ring is this one. And I have a feeling... What does it say up there? Bent is along a hairdresser. Here's the bent. Yeah, okay, so the sports field we passed was this one. So it should be somewhere around there then. Right? Possibly as far as here. No. It's somewhere around here. Let's see. Can we find that double unit building? Could it be this one? Possibly. Let's see. I wonder if I can find that thing. Or am I... Okay, so that's a sports field. How many houses is a sports field? There's 1, 2, 3. There's a little road going up. Must be this one. Because we got the next house and now we got a sports field. So we must have been outside the house of translated Gerrit McKeown. Gerrit McKean. Keown. You'll have to correct me on the pronunciation of that particular name. But yeah, looks like we're looking between these two houses. Just, yeah, now we have this little annex over there. So that should be a good one. Yep. We move on to the final round. And that's a long street. And this is the end. Well, not where it bends, but it could be quite useful. So, what does it say here? Skjalgsbakken. Skjalg. There was a Viking chieftain in this area called Erling Skjalgsson. And he played an important part in the sagas during the time of King Olav Haraldsund, or was later will be known as Saint Olaf. So I wonder if this Skjalg might be the father of said Erling. Haraldskroken. Well, I guess we are in an area with king's names again. So here's, oh, there we go. Here's Skjalgsbakken, Skjalg's Hill. So it must have been around here, right? Yeah, this is the area with all the king's names, all the names of kings. So let's see, how many houses up to this bit? Let's count this one. 1, 2, 3. Third house. So 1, 2, 3. So we're about here then. We're looking south. We are just clipping the side of the building. There. Good enough. Okay. Well, that episode was probably unnecessarily long, but there was a fair bit to tell about this place. So, yeah, that is Madla and episode 135 done. Please check in tomorrow for episode 136. Until then, bye-bye.